All right, welcome back to my podcast. Today we're going to be talking about games. So, what is your guys'
Video
favorite?
game.
Well, idiot games too. But what is your guys' favorite games and stuff that you like to play?
I like to play Zelda.
Ooh, that's a good one. Like on the Switch, what do you play?
Myself?
Yeah.
Hello, this is long-time listener, first-time talker, cousin to the main man.
Yes.
If we're talking about Switch, I just recently got, they used to have some of these older, like, computer games that they just recently, like, releasing. And I got this one, it's called Fate. It's this really cool thing where, like, you can choose, like, a type of, it's like a fantasy game, right? You choose a type of player and a companion, like dog, cat, phoenix, whatever. Then you go down through dungeons
That
and
sounds
like kill monsters and do quests and that kind of thing. It's really cool.
Wow, that sounds fun. So, what do you play on the Switch?
Play
Like
on
if
the
you-
Switch.
yeah.
Mostly Zelda, and of course like Mario Kart and Super Smash Bros.
Oh yeah, that's a fun game.
Really
I
good
like Mario
games.
Kart.
Really good.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I still haven't beat not the newest one. I guess now the newest one is Echoes of Wisdom, Tears of Hyrule, the previous newest one. I haven't beat it yet because I haven't been able to play much, but that is a fun game too. Not my favorite Zelda by far. My favorite
No.
is A Link to the Past, and it's not even close. Actually, it's kind of close. Twilight Princess is very good, but
Wow. So, like, what's your favorite like board game and a card game to go to? Like, if you're like having a game night or something, and you just, what's your favorite? Like, both of you can answer that if you want. But
Well, we
hold on, Ryan. I think we skipped over something.
what do we skip?
What do you play on the Switch?
Oh, what I play on
You
Switch?
have to
Oh,
talk about yourself too. So.
well, I like to play Mario Kart, and of course the what is that game called where you like run around with like the coffees and stuff? What is that?
Yeah,
Boomerang.
Boomerang.
Boom. Yes, that's a
Boomerang
good one.
Food.
Yeah, I like to play the Stickman game too. Whatever that gun game.
Stickman
called.
Battle or
Yeah.
whatever that's called.
that thing's like endless though.
It is, but it's awesome. I kind of mastered that a little bit.
Mhm.
Last time I played, I was jumping all around, and they was trying to kill me, but they couldn't. I was just, yeah. They go all over the county side trying to.
That game
Stay
gets
alive.
ridiculous sometimes. Just like how was I the one who lost that match?
I hate the snakes though. The snakes that when they shoot out of that cannon or where they you can't get away from those.
Oh,
They
man.
get you. So in Mario Kart, when you're playing, what character do you guys? I like Mario itself, or well, I like the turtle guy too. That's a good one.
Koopa Troopa.
Yeah,
He's my main.
yeah.
I play Koopa Troopa. Sometimes I play Kamek just cause, but
Yeah. I personally go for the smaller characters. I feel like they go faster. They have like the better acceleration and such.
yeah.
Well-
I'm personally little Lemmy,
Oh, you get the
one
you
of the
pick him all the
Bowser
time.
kids.
I get the plant guy though. I like that.
Good
He's
old
a pretty.
Petey.
No, PD Piranha. I remember that.
Last
yeah.
time we played though, that didn't work out for me because I lost.
Oh, you lost, and then we switched controllers, and
And
then
then you won, I think, out of that, or somebody did.
no, I think
Brandon or
Did
somebody
I?
won with my guy. I don't know who it was.
yeah, I think I lost that match, even though Brandon had PD Piranha with the so very not optimized car.
He was complaining about it, but I think he's the one that won with it.
Yeah,
He's like,
he
I don't
just
like this guy.
crushed me with some power ups right at the end, and I lost.
Oh, the blue shells are brutal.
Yeah.
I hate those.
But as you know, you can use that little boom box to cancel it before it hits you. And as your brother Tim said, like when it comes in to hit you and it does a little swirl in the air right as it's coming down.
Yeah.
Use like a golden mushroom and you can
Oh,
outspeed
yeah.
it.
I didn't
You
know.
can dodge him with a mushroom.
Well, now I know how to
And
do it
blast
next
him
time
with
we
the
play.
super horn.
Yeah.
If we play the day, though, I'm going to try that. I'm going to see if I can
I mean,
outrun
if
it.
you're riding a bullet and you get hit by the blue shell, it just drops you down to the car, but you're still driving normal speed.
Really?
Huh.
So it
Didn't
only,
even know.
Yeah, it only cancels the bullet out.
So what's your guys' favorite weapon on Mario Kart? Like the weapons you get out of all of them that you get.
Well, I know whenever I'm lucky enough to be in first place. I end up getting only bombs, just dropping them all
I
over
hate,
the
I
field.
hate them bombs.
Well, that's because we had the coins turned off, we had the bananas turned off, we had the shells turned off. Usually, first place gets coins to keep the number up, or bananas and shells as shields, so you can keep from getting hit by things. We had all of those turned off. We had bombs on, so the game was just like, what do I even give first place? Bombs, sure.
I hate the bananas too, though. They sneak up on you and you don't expect it. It's like, well, where'd they come from?
And that's one of those things, like, you play in a game for a while and then you learn something new. I didn't know about the coins. You collect, 10, and it gives you a little speed boost.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't know that either. That's
You
that's
go a
kinda-
little bit. You get a little bit of a boost anytime you collect a coin, and then if you have the more coins you have, the faster you'll go. Just by a little. Just by a little bit. Yeah.
So we got an expert over there about Mario Kart. Didn't
That's
tell
why
him the
it's-
stuff he didn't know.
That's why it's such a big deal. Whenever you get hit by something, it drops your coins. Whenever you fall off of something, Lucky 2 steals some of your coins because you need those.
Well, you must play Mario Kart all the time to know all this stuff.
Way too much Mario Kart. Yes.
Okay, then let's go to the Xbox then. Like Xbox One or Xbox, what games do... Because I like Call of Duty and stuff like that.
I don't play Xbox.
Well, you don't, really?
No.
What?
Well, I have. My friend got me into Halo on the Xbox.
Halo's awesome.
The 360.
Yes.
We have a 360. We have a one. We don't use them very much.
That is an awesome game. I like it too.
So he got me into Halo with that, like with the multiplayer, and then now I just play it on Steam. So I don't play Xbox.
Well, I usually just do Call of Duty and racing games, though. Which I haven't done that in a little bit. But I need to get back doing that stuff. Oh, even Assassin's Creed's a good one, too.
Oh, yeah.
They're good, too.
Do you think the newer stuff is better than the OG?
Like the newer games? Oh, 100%
Like,
older.
I mean, like, other than graphics are better and stuff.
Well, yeah, the
like,
graphics are, but I prefer the older games because that's just,
I
they're
feel
cooler.
like the
I like
longer it
retro
goes
games.
on, the muddier like the story
Yeah.
gets. They're just pulling stuff out of their butt now.
like a Nintendo, man. Like back in the day, they had some awesome games, but the graphics was kind of but it still was fun. I
See,
enjoyed playing Nintendo.
Nintendo has been like behind, big air quotes, on graphics for a long time. They're not really as much anymore, but what they've always had is the art direction. So you get something like Zelda Wind Waker on GameCube. That game still looks perfect because they designed it to look good with the hardware limitations of the
Yeah.
GameCube. Even something like Twilight Princess, which was GameCube and Wii,
Mm-hmm.
the Wii did not have good graphical capability. But, and that's like the most realistic looking, again, big air quotes, or not, Zelda game, but it's not just hyper realism that they're going for. With the character design and the creature design and the look and feel of the world, it's still, from a certain point of view at least, it still looks really good.
Yeah. Whoa. That just got loud all of a sudden.
Oh,
So you prefer like the older systems or like the newer systems?
I am a retro fan, yes.
Because I like the older systems, but I do have a newer Xbox, but I prefer like the older stuff because it's more interesting to play. You get all the good games.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, A Link to the Past is my favorite Zelda game. That one's from the Super Nintendo.
Oh, don't get me wrong though.
SNES.
I mean, the newer ones have good games too, but I don't know. I just like
No, yeah,
playing
yeah.
the older style games.
I mean, I'll play whichever system.
Yeah.
As long as they have like 360 games can be played on the one, stuff like
Like
that.
backwards and paddle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can
Backwards
keep playing
compatibility
the
has
good
become
games.
a bigger
See-
issue lately.
That's what they should do with all consoles. Like put backwards compatible games, like for Xbox, which they do have some, but all of them are not backwards compatible. Because that'd be nice. Because then you can just play like on Xbox One, you can play Xbox 360 games and you don't have to worry about it, or vice versa. So how many console games do you guys have? Like,
I mean, I had a lot, but I bought
had a
myself
lot?
a bunch, and I tossed them at Tim's
Oh.
house.
oh,
I mean, I keep a few. Like, I have like obviously it's not the OG ones, but I have the newest trilogy of Lara Croft.
Hmm.
I got the Metro trilogy, like a few of the different games I got like in like bunked together that I play a lot. Like repeat playing. So
That's cool.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with just playing your favorite game and then playing it again and then playing it again and then playing it again.
To be fair though, I hardly play my Xbox, but I need to get back doing that because it's kind of fun to play. But
Yeah.
I gotta find the time to do that because sometimes I get too busy and don't,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Video games are always a fun thing for when you have time for fun.
Yeah. So like when you're playing board games, what is your board game like Monopoly or something like that? What's your go-to for board games?
I should play board games more.
I
Games
mean
are fun.
they are fun. I used to play Monopoly. I used to play all,
Monopoly's great.
Life. Life.
Yeah.
That's like but
Yeah, Monopoly is that one that everybody always makes jokes about how nobody actually wants to play Monopoly, and it destroys friendships and all that. I'm just like, nah, I just like to play Monopoly.
I like to play because it's competitive.
I'm not good at it. I'm not remotely good at it, but I like to play it.
Don't let Brandon play. He cheats. He takes money and does stuff.
yeah, never let him be the banker.
Oh yeah, he's yeah.
Oh
you don't-
no.
Yeah, you don't want to be in the banker. No.
But
Okay.
if you're playing it, I'd rather have cash versions.
Oh, yeah.
The ones that have like the annoying card.
Oh,
You have to
yeah.
put into the deal to transfer money.
We've still got,
constantly.
I think, an original copy of Monopoly.
I like the Scooby Doo one.
It's missing a lot of the
Oh,
houses and
Scooby-Doo.
stuff.
You should be able to like Amazon like just buy the houses. I think.
Yeah,
Really?
probably
Like I think you can like buy houses,
Amazon
buy
or
money.
eBay or something. But
I might have to look that up because we have some pieces missing in some of our Monopoly games.
we've unsurprisingly we have the Legend of Zelda Monopoly as well.
Really?
We have like 5 or more different brands of Monopoly.
It amazes you what kind of brands of Monopoly they came out with because there's a lot.
Yeah.
They even had a Hagerstown Monopoly game. I'm like, why would you do a Hagerstown? Do some other, places better.
It's either something you get because you live there and it's funny, or
Yeah.
it's a souvenir for places that I've seen them all sorts of places, like Walmarts in different states. They're just like, yeah, you can play Monopoly with our city.
It's weird though because some of the Monopoly games are a little iffy now because they came out with the ones that are like you get arrested or something like that if you do something wrong. It's like go back to the where it was way back in the day where you don't have to fool with that.
If
Just
you land on the
cash.
go to jail tile, then you go to jail.
Yeah. They actually had handcuffs in it and everything. Like, why would you?
Well,
I've seen it. I've seen it at Walmart.
In like I think it's like in the rules. Like I know how we usually play. We put the money in the middle, and then you'll hand on free
Oh, yeah,
parking.
free
you
parking.
get the money, but that's not how the original is supposed to be played.
Yeah, that's a house rule, but everybody's house has that rule.
Yeah. No one plays it like how.
Free parking is
want
just
it.
fun, you know? It's just
Oh,
like,
yeah.
all right. It's like the opposite of a blue shell. It's like, all right, this one person now has a ton of cash.
It's like, wait, what?
Yeah, it always gets you when you land one before it or one after it.
Yeah, it's like, and then the other people land on it right before it's like, I haven't played PC in a while though, but they had some old classic games we used to play, like Trackmania, like some classic.
We
ones.
just got that.
Really?
Tim has it
What?
down on his computer. Yeah,
He didn't tell me that.
probably like a few weeks now.
Wow,
Chilling.
I'm glad to yell at him for that because I
Yeah,
like
it
I like
was-
Trackmania.
We were playing around with making tracks and all that.
I need to buy me a PC because I want to play them games.
You guys ever play Roller Coaster Tycoon?
Oh yes, that's
Oh,
a fun
yeah.
game.
I have it now on Steam. I just haven't actually played it because I haven't found the time for it. But
Can-
that was one that we played endlessly. Like Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 with the sandbox mode.
Oh,
You
yes.
can just build whatever
Yes.
you want.
Can you get that for Xbox or anything like that? Cause
I don't know, and I know it's excuse me. I know it's on Steam on PC, but other than that,
I'm gonna have to look it up after this though. I want to
we
see if it
probably
is.
still have the original download disc somewhere. But
Huh. Yeah, I haven't
or
played.
install, I guess.
I haven't played PC in a long while though. Man, that's been so long since I played PC.
Yeah, I haven't been playing very much console lately. I've mostly been playing on Steam because it's just more convenient. But
Because the last time I played was way back in the day when we was kids. That's the last time I played. The classic old days.
Yeah. Only 2 people allowed in the computer room at a time.
I remember that. It's like, why would you just have 2 people in there? That doesn't make no sense.
yeah, back in the day, we used to play Lego Star Wars and Lego Indiana
Oh,
Jones
yes,
on the
that-
Wii.
Yeah.
We had it on the Wii. Recently, I've been playing those on Steam on my PC.
The Wii's
They
awesome
went on
too.
sale. They're like $5. I'm like, they have these? I'm gonna buy them. Play through.
I bought the complete series for that on I think Xbox or something. It's like all 6 episodes.
Wait, you can
Yeah.
buy all
Lego Star Wars:
really?
The Complete
Star
Saga.
Wars.
Huh.
Yeah, they made 4 of those. They made Lego Star Wars, which was the prequels, Lego Star Wars 2, the original trilogy. Then they did Lego Star Wars: The Complete Saga, which is all 6 movies, and then Lego Star Wars 3: The Clone
Yeah.
Wars.
Yep.
I haven't played that one. Actually, I've only played the Complete Saga of any of those.
They have the Lego and Batman too. I played that one too. That was a classic.
I have that one too. I haven't started it yet. I'm in the middle of Indiana Jones.
Lego does pretty much anything.
Yeah. Ooh. I swear this mic's getting louder as I talk. It's just like, whoa, what? But yeah, PC, I haven't played in many years, though. I used to play it all the time when I was a kid, though. It was just so fun. Like, my mom would tell me to go outside. I'm like, nope, I'm going to go in there and play the computer. And just play all the good games and whatnot.
I'm gonna build a roller coaster.
Oh,
Some folks might survive it.
I used to dominate on that, too. I used to have a huge park with a bunch of, like, roller coasters and all that jazz.
Nice.
Now you got me wanting to play Roller Coaster Tycoon now.
It's fun. It's good.
But yeah, that is fun.
Mm.
Do you remember like all the old names we used to have for Trackmania? Like, do you remember this?
Oh, those were horrible names.
Oh, I know. They were so horrible. I forget what some of them was.
Turd Woman. Harry Crack. Stuff like that.
We had a
Childish.
child. Yeah. Those were the days.
And Karen saw. Nope, not allowed. Not that name.
We still left it on there, I think, too, if I remember correctly. He was like, yeah.
You guys ever play Exploding Kittens?
What? What? Exploding Kittens? What?
It's a card game. It's just a really
I've-
goofy card game.
I was so lost. I was on the
Heard
top
of
of the like a game on like the Nintendos and stuff like that, and you're just like, hey.
I thought you meant in real life.
Well,
No, we don't. We don't get. All right, listeners, we do not condone Exploding Kittens. We are talking about a card game called Exploding Kittens.
do tell about this though. I'm curious what it's about.
It's just this absolutely silly. It's a competitive card game. Like, how do I even describe it? It's got the silly little like cartoons and concepts for the cards. You've got like attack cards and you've got skip cards and card
Sort
game
of like
stuff.
sort of like Uno and
Sort of
has-
like Uno, except instead of the goal being get rid of all your cards, the goal is don't get exploded by an exploding kitten. And what I mean by that is there are cards that are called exploding kittens. And if you draw one, you lose. You die and you explode.
That's crazy.
So you have to do everything. You have you have see the future cards, you have alter the future cards, or you can look at the next cards in the deck and switch them around. Or you can
Yeah, he does that. He does
use
that.
attack cards to make people draw more cards so that they have a higher chance of it. You can also use a diffuse card to not explode, and then you get to put the card back in the deck somewhere and try to target somebody else or just put it in
I
randomly.
need to buy this game. It sounds fun.
And there's expansions that make it even more ridiculous. But yeah, that one's good fun.
I love Cards Against Humanity though. That's a good one too. We haven't played that in a long while.
That's fun.
It gets a little out of hand, but it's still fun.
See, what I like about playing that with you guys is you have the family edition.
It's not as fun.
It's not as fun with the family edition though.
Disagree.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it is fun,
That's just my personality.
it gets actual, more
Yeah.
when you don't have it. But it does. It is fun
Everyone
with
seems to be turning Mormon these days.
them.
They don't like the semi-perverted way of some of these games. Like, I'm just getting too old for that.
I think Timmy's the one we used to play. He got all them cards and it was just like, yeah, and it just said all that stuff on it. Like, what?
Oh yeah, the long ones.
That game gets ridiculous. There comes a point where I'm like, I have 2 cards or so in my
Yeah.
hand that I'm like, I can use this for something,
Uh-huh.
and the rest of my hand is either I don't want to look at that or I don't know what that means, and so I'll just have to. When I don't have a good one for the round, I just pick one that I either don't understand or don't like and just throw it out there, and then I'll win the round, and I'm like, why why is this game?
What I usually do, I don't even read it. I'm just put it out there anyways. It's like it just because it gives that vibe of like you don't know what it is. So
And they're like, all right, whose is this? This is the winner, and you're like,
that's me.
I guess I put that down if nobody else did.
Well, sometimes it don't even make sense. Like I would have a card that says something about a dog, and the question was totally different. I'm like, why'd I put that down? It doesn't even make sense with the card that he read.
Oh, but when you play with a ghost player to make it harder,
There's what you can do with Ghost
Huh?
Player? What?
yeah, you have like 5 people playing, and just have like just like to make it harder. Like play with a ghost player, you lay a random card down.
Oh, we did do that one time, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, did make it a little interesting because you don't
Like,
know what
oh,
it is.
Who said that?
Yeah. Well, I like playing Uno and like Phase 10 too. They're good cards. And then what was that game we played over here that one time with Mark? It was
7.
that one too, but there was another one too. I can't remember what
The
it's called.
fish game.
Yeah, it was sort of like Go Fish,
Yeah.
but it wasn't.
No, it wasn't Go Fish. It was I forget.
It was a
we
weird-
just called it the fish game.
Which
where
No, we
Yeah.
played another card game though. It was
it was the one about where you had to tell a lie.
well, we did that too, but there was also another card game we played. I can't remember what it was. It had like pictures on it, and
Yeah, the Flip 7 or something.
yeah, it was something like that. I can't remember what it was now.
Yeah.
The Flip 7 was awesome. I liked that game. It's basically like a. Oh, you haven't played that, have you?
I don't think so.
Yeah, well, I have it. We can play it later.
Yes, we definitely have to play it. It's sort of like a.
Well, it's basically your the goal is to get 7 cards out. There's like 1, 2 2s, 3 3s, that kind of thing. So it makes it tricky because when you're first playing, you could literally draw 12 and a 12, and that's the thing. You need to try to get 7 numbers, different numbers.
Yeah,
if
they're
you
not-
draw like a 5, then it goes around, and you draw another 5, you're out.
Yeah.
And you don't get the points.
And it's kind of tricky because you're trying to build points up, but if you get like he said the same card, you can't because you're already out just
And
done.
then they also have things like you can freeze a player, which means they take the points that they have and they're out. Or draw, like you have to draw 3, so which you can put that on someone else or yourself.
Uh-oh.
What just happened? Oh, the thing behind you just fell. It's all right.
Well, as long as nothing comes unplugged.
Well, we're so far we can hear everybody. So
It'll just stay there.
It was for the headphones, but it's all right.
That thing can get stressful though. 'Cause you could literally have like 5 and 6 different cards, and then you need to make a plan. Like, am I gonna stay with these 40
Yeah.
points?
Because if you don't stay and you draw another card, it's like, oh, it's the same one I have. You're out. You lose all the points. You go back to 0, basically. It's like,
Man.
It's sort of like a gambling game, but it's not. Because you're basically
And-
gambling, then, you know.
And it's like
Yeah.
it's everyone like takes turns in the circle, drawing the cards, but you're not playing against anyone. It's just yourself.
Yeah.
Right? We're all playing by ourselves.
Which we do need to play that, because that is a fun game. We'll play that
yeah.
after we do this. Can't wait for that.
But back to that the fish game.
Oh, the fish game is
that's
good, too.
pretty fun. It's like you pass out. I don't know if you've played it. I forget the name, but
I think Brandon told me about it the other day.
Well,
I don't remember.
you pass out these little fish cards. One's blue and the others are red. If you get the blue fish, you have to tell the truth. And by that, it's
Yeah,
whoever's
that
turn
was
it
it.
is, they get this card where like one side's a question, the other side's the answer. So the one person, they read the question, and like the other 5 people, whoever gets the blue card, they tell the answer, and the others have to make up a lie. And the goal of the person whose turn it is to try to figure out who's telling the truth.
Which that's cool. But last time I played it though, as Jeff, I messed it up.
Yeah, I know.
I read the question wrong. And was like, "Hey, that's not the right question," and then I had to
And
restart.
then you have stuff like Brandon saying like literally identical thing to what someone else says. and
Yeah, it's like,
he's
we already
not
knew that.
supposed to.
He does it all the time in them games like that. It's like, what?
It was like the answer was like UFO sighting or something. And he said an unidentified alien. So
Yeah, it's like that's the question basically. So why are you saying that? He does some strange stuff. I'm not gonna lie. He does some weird stuff when he plays games.
Have y'all ever heard of Egyptian Rat Race?
Is that like on Nintendo or?
No, it's a card game. It's just
Really?
like you use like just a regular deck, like card playing deck, but it takes a lot of, you have to have fast reflexes to get it. Like you have a bunch of people, you take turns laying the cards down. Hello.
Up there, fastest. I'm just
Anyways,
okay.
it was basically you try to get all the cards, right? And it's like as you're laying them down, it can be like if you get like I think they call it like a sandwich. Will be like 4-7-4. When that thing kind of comes up, you gotta slap it. Be fast with the reflexes, and you can get the cards.
So you're saying it's like a version of Hot Hands?
Yeah,
It's like,
basically like that.
that's
I remember we would always do that back in high school at the cafeteria.
that sounds like a racing game though, like on like a PC or something like that. That's why I said that because I was like, what?
Yeah,
It sounds like a yeah.
Oh. What's your favorite racing game then?
Oh, racing game?
Oh yeah,
Like any like.
on anything.
Any
yeah.
kind of racing.
Well, I'm into Forza. I like Forza.
Mhm.
That's a good one. Like Forza 5 or Forza 7 or something like that.
I mean,
Do you play racing
aside
games?
from aside from Mario Kart, because it's the
Yeah.
only one I
I
really
mean, that
play.
counts, yeah.
I'll just bring out some ancient
I
childhood
mean-
favorites. There was Cars for the Wii.
Oh
Based
yeah,
on the movie.
that was the old one.
It's weird. It's like an open world collectathon, but also a racing game. It had a versus mode, but it was like a single player campaign. And also it was like a sequel to the movie, which is
Yeah.
odd. And then there's Lego Racers,
Oh, I think I played that.
which was
Oh,
on PC.
that
At
is
least I had
old
it on
school,
PC.
Yeah.
That was a weird one, but it was so cool.
What was that? What was that one we played that had like SpongeBob?
Nicktoon Racing.
Yeah, that was a classic too. We used to play that all the
Yeah,
time.
Nicktoon Racing.
Ah,
You ever do Crazy Taxi?
What's
heard
that?
of it.
Is it?
You got like 5 different characters you can choose, and you go around. There's like these little marks in the air. You pick up a person, and you got to drive them to where they need to be dropped off within the time limit. And it's just like you getting paid.
Is it like for PC or?
Yeah, but
Huh.
you can also get. I also got it once on 360.
I did not know. I might look that one up too because that sounds
Oh,
interesting.
it's insane though.
Hmm.
Because like there's always like I don't think there's a map. There's just like the arrow in the sky pointing you in the directions. You gotta find it where they're going.
Do you have a souped up car or just a natural car?
It's just like you choose whoever character you choose to have their own car.
Oh, so you.
It's like just like a random taxi car.
So
It's
what
just
happens
like yellow, orange, pink, whatever.
Once if you pick a slow car though, you're screwed.
I don't think it's really a slow car. It's just more like your own personal skill.
Oh,
Like,
true.
You hitting into other cars, hitting other cars and
Yeah.
stuff like Driver series and all
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah. Huh. That'd be. Now I gotta look it up too. I'm gonna. That sounds
Yeah,
fun. Huh. Well, Driver was a good one too. We played on PC. That was a good one. It was. I used to like crash into different things because I'm not very good at steering with the keyboard, so it's kind of tricky.
Dude,
like,
I just remembered. You ever play they had this awesome game, Starsky and Hutch?
Oh, that sounds
Like
familiar.
360.
I think I might have
360.
played that because it does
yeah.
sound familiar.
It was hilarious.
Not ringing any bells.
You never heard of them, or just not the game? It's like one of those games. It's after, like, I guess I don't know if it's a TV show or a movie or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, I never heard of it.
It's
like you never heard of them or not the game.
Any of it.
Wow. Okay. Wow.
I'm just over here in the oblivious corner.
That was
That's cool.
yeah. I mean, some games I don't know. So
I mean, I know everyone had. What's your? Do you have a classic Need for Speed?
oh, Need for
Favorite?
Speed, Need for Speed. It's what is that first one? I forget what it's called. Horizon, I think, or is it? I know there's one we got for the computer. What was that? Was that Need for Speed? What was it called? I know it wasn't Horizon. I don't think. You remember that we had on the PC, or I think it was PC. Yeah.
You have,
What was it called?
So many of them.
Yeah, there's so many Need for Speed. There's Hot Pursuit, and then there's
Underground,
Under-
Underground
yeah.
2.
yeah.
I mean, my favorite's the original Most Wanted.
I think that's the one for the I think it's Most Wanted because then you get chased by the cops and you just crash
Oh,
into
yeah.
them and
Yeah, that's always fun. Sometimes you just race against cops.
yeah. I just
all
did a
day.
race around town and just make them hit things because I just or hide from them. I play hide and seek with them sometimes. But yeah, that's who is it?
We have an intruder.
Oh no! Can I help you? Yeah, I did. Well, you know now.
We're doing a podcast right now.
Whoa!
Hello.
I knew I should lock that door. Man. Anyways, but yeah, I'm trying to think. Is there any other card games we used to play that we got or had? What was?
Card games?
Yeah, the card games. Yeah,
I mean, Tim has a bunch in the house.
I remember those. Like, what kinds does he have? Because I can't remember. I know you bring some over, but
Cards Against Humanity. We had
Apple.
Apples. Yeah, no, that's fun. Yeah.
Yeah, that is. I had it here actually. I think, but I don't know if it's like the version he has. Because I know
Apples to Apples is basically like the actual family version of Cards Against
Well,
Humanity.
no, the family version is the Christian version.
Well, whatever one I
Oh,
have,
yeah,
I don't
that
think it's
exists,
family.
doesn't it?
I don't
Yeah.
think. Because it looks totally different than the one Timmy has or had. I don't know if he still has it, but like you guys, like, do you play like hearts or clubs or anything like that when you get card games? 'Cause that's a fun game too.
I have done. I always
You-
have,
yeah,
have
you
to have
played over
somebody
there.
explain the rules
I feel
to me,
like
but
it's
yeah.
like a Thanksgiving kind of game.
Well, we
to
did play that when we actually had Thanksgiving that one time over at Tim's.
Yeah.
I remember because he was there too, or you was there for
I
one of
was-
them.
I was there at some point, yeah.
Yeah.
And I was just playing my own version, not the same as everyone else.
Wow. I did that sometimes. Like, what are you playing? No, the object of the thing was, and I was just putting the wrong cards down sometimes. Cause at first I didn't know what I was doing, so I was just like, "Yeah, just throw this out there." It's like that's not the right one. I did
Ryan, that's not the right card.
that. We did that when we was
We've
down.
been over this. We explained the rules to you 3 times already.
I know I'm terrible. You gotta explain the rules like
Time to
1,000
get the
times.
belt out.
Oh.
It was the days. Classic games. Trying to think of any other games that we got. Nintendo. There's a lot of old games that we have played.
There's a lot of video games.
Oh yeah, the lawn darts
A lot
is
of video games.
the lawn darts is good too, but they don't have the ones back when we was kids. It has like the long metal spikes.
We tried to find them.
Ah.
Couldn't find them.
They discontinued those because I think they
Yeah, that
many
makes
eyes
sense.
I think it actually killed somebody. I think or something like that. That's why they discontinued it.
Oh, Old Maid.
Oh
Came to mind.
yes, that's a good
That
one
is
too.
fun, yeah.
Old Maid is awesome. Nice. There's other games too.
How many games are there?
7,300.
Just 73.
Somebody should Google that. How many games are in the world?
How many
Did you hear about
games
those
did they
little
make?
someone making that little handheld like controller thing that basically has like every single game made on it, from like all the different systems and
Like a Switch, kind of.
Yeah, something like
But
that.
it's, yeah.
It looks like the little like a Game Boy Color kind of, and it's like you can switch between like the games, like Sega games, Nintendo, all a bunch of different kinds, like hundreds upon millions, all there on this one little handheld thing.
Yeah, there's a lot of knockoff handhelds that are just like, hey, we downloaded everything.
Well, I think these days though, all consoles are going to handheld because Xbox is coming out with a handheld like Nintendo is.
Are they now?
Yeah.
I hadn't heard about that.
I heard somebody I know Phillips was talking about when we was at our church. He was saying that they're coming out with the handheld like the Switch, but yeah, it's gonna be for Xbox.
Yeah.
The Switch, the Xbox, even Steam now. They've got the Steam
Yeah.
Deck, which is just a Switch, but you
What's-
can put Steam games on it.
Yeah, I heard about Steam partnering with Xbox.
Ah.
So that could be the thing though that
Because
they
like
could,
that whole thing with like, you can PlayStation can play Xbox games, but they're all no, you can't have any of ours. So then Steam's like, we'll partner with you,
See-
Xbox.
Well,
We'll let you.
Steam's got the Xbox exclusives like Halo now, and they've got
Really?
they've got some of the PlayStation exclusives. They're getting basically anything that used to be a PlayStation exclusive, except for Bloodborne, has been ported to Steam to varying degrees of success. I heard Ghost of Tsushima has a really broken port, but other ones are perfectly fine. Like Spider-Man, exclusively for PS4, is on Steam now.
God of War.
Yeah, God of War as well.
Always wanted to play that.
that's cool. What especially them handheld little things we used to have as a kid. What they're called? I can't remember what they're called. Like you pull the thing up into it and the games. What is that called? Oh, what is it called? I'm having a brain freeze right now.
Like the PSP or something.
Yeah, it's sort of like that, and and you can put games in it.
Game Boy.
Yeah, Game Boy. Yeah, I used to play Spider-Man on that all the time.
Ah.
But that graphics was
There was no graphics.
Yeah, there was no graphics. I was just like, yeah, let's roll with it.
Game Boy or like a DS?
Well, I had DS too, and I had a Game Boy too on top of that.
Okay.
But I usually played the Game Boy more than the other
I'm
one.
trying to think, which was the one that flipped up like a flip phone?
Yeah, that was the Game Boy. Yeah,
Yeah, the flip open, that's the DS.
is it really?
The dual screen. Oh, the
Well, there's
Game
a-
Boy Advance SP is the one,
Yeah.
the little tiny one, the
Yeah,
square one
like
that
square.
opens up.
yeah, it flips. That's what we had.
That's
Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
I had a Game Boy Color.
So what's the
Same
difference between the
thing.
Game Boy Color? Like, was it just?
I mean, it was just a thing.
Well,
handheld.
Game Boy was the original brick. It had the green black and white
Yeah.
display. The Game Boy Color was essentially the same shape, but way more powerful,
Huh.
and it displayed color. And then the Game Boy Advance was a completely different shape, but it was like SNES levels of processing
Wow,
power
that's
and
cool.
graphical capability. And then the Game Boy Advance SP is the exact same thing, but instead of the weird oblong shape, it's just a little square with a
Yeah.
flip open screen.
They came up with so many attachments for them things though. Like it had a mirror, I think it was, and then it had all kinds of other stuff. They pop
Game
on
Boy
there.
camera,
Yeah.
on
Game
there so you
Boy,
can play at night.
the light to drain more of your battery power.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because the Game Boy Advance didn't have a backlight or front light on its screen, and then the SP added a front light, so you could just turn it on, built
Yeah.
in. And then later SPs had the built-in backlight.
Sometimes
not know
I
that.
feel like these attachments were like a secret society kind of thing. Like I found out about there's so many attachments to like the GameCube.
Yeah, it was
Console.
so
Yeah, yeah.
many.
Including the
Like-
Game Boy Advance.
Yeah.
But yet they don't have anything for like the newer.
It was
systems.
like you can do these certain attachments and literally just play on the GameCube itself. You didn't need a TV.
Oh,
Like it would attach, like pop up, like flip up a screen, little mini screen. Like is it?
Yeah, I seen
oh,
that.
was
onto
there
the GameCube.
was there one of those that actually went into production? I
Yeah.
know
I mean-
early on, like,
I mean, I know it is like a certain attachment to the literal console itself.
yeah, I know at some point they were planning to do even back then in the GameCube, long before 3DS, they were planning to do a 3D screen,
Oh, yeah.
which is part of the Luigi's Mansion with the the
Oh,
ghosts
that
and
was a
stuff.
classic too. I love that one.
It was a launch
I didn't
title.
know
They
there
made
was-
it like they made them transparent and all that. It was gonna look really great in 3D, and then they never did that until 3DS. But
So how many Mario games are on like different systems?
a lot,
Like really?
just a lot.
Well, I think a majority of them are on the Switch, right?
They have a
that-
lot of
that's
them on there
the
now,
main
yeah.
Mario
Yeah.
Center.
Because I know there was a few that we played. I know Mario Kart, Mario Party.
The regular Mario, it's Super Mario itself.
Speaking of that, we need to play Mario Party.
Super Mario
I
Brothers,
haven't
Super
played that
Mario
in a
Brothers
while.
2, Super Mario Brothers Lost Levels, Mario 3, Mario World, Mario
Sheesh.
64, Mario Sunshine, Mario Galaxy 2.
You're
I
a
missed
Mario.
some. I'm a Mario fan, yes. I do like Super Mario.
Super.
Sunshine.
Yeah, that's a
Mario
good one.
Sunshine is
I mean, it's there, but it's
It's
not
there.
part of it. It's like the hated cousin or something.
it's
Right.
not great, but it is okay. It is fun. It's a Mario game. It's hard to hate a Mario game.
The original Mario, though, on like the Nintendo, it had the terrible graphics. It was still fun to play though. But
Super
it's-
Mario
I
Brothers,
know,
yeah.
on the Switch you can get
NES
like
charm, you know.
Yeah.
Early
retro
NES.
game pack.
I
Like,
personally am a huge fan of the first Legend
I
of
know.
Zelda.
we know. It's like you go on the Switch games you can buy
second
like retro Nintendo 64. Like buy that. It's like a sort of like revamp, I guess, and it has like a handful of games from it you can play on the Switch.
Oh yeah, Switch Online Plus.
But I know I forget which one it is, but I know I played one where it's like Super Mario Brothers or whatever, I guess.
Super Mario 64.
Or something. I know it was. I just remember one of those things that you played way back in the day, like Forgotten Memory.
Mm-hmm.
It was like you played as Mario and Luigi, and you had to go save Peach from some kind of certain Cackletta, like a new villain that they had.
So what's your
Wait, which system was this on?
I'm trying to think. I think it
It
was
sounds like it might be.
It's like either the Game Boy Color or
Oh, if it was Game
one
Boy
or the
Advance,
other.
that's probably
Probably Game
Mario
Boy
and Luigi
Advance.
Superstar Saga.
Superstar Saga. Yeah.
So what's the worst game
Then
you
there's
played?
the Mario and Luigi series. Sorry.
Because it was like I just remember going through this game. You tag time event like on Final Fantasy. You take
Yeah.
turns to hit each other.
Yeah, turn-based combat.
And then
Sorry,
you
got too close.
eventually, like, because I just remember it was so cool. Like, go through the game, you gain the super hammer, and then you each get like Mario would get the fireball attack, and Luigi gets the lightning attack.
Yeah. I gotta play Superstar Saga. I haven't actually played that one before.
Some of them games I haven't
Oh,
played
it's
either.
The only Mario and Luigi game I played was Dream Team on the 3DS.
Paper
I
Mario.
really liked it. I just never played
Paper
any of the other
Mario,
ones.
what?
Paper Mario is an entirely different series.
It's
Really?
like in a different dimension.
It's sort of like, okay, so back on the Super Nintendo, right? They put out Super Mario RPG,
Uh-huh.
which is what it sounds like, because it's just called what it sounds like, or called what it is. It's Mario characters and Mario World stuff in a Final Fantasy type RPG game, right? RPG role-playing game. So then after that, on N64, they were going to make a sequel to it, which ended up being, because of the graphical limitations, they did like a paper sort of
Yeah.
look to stylize it. And so over here they called it Paper Mario. In Japan it was called Mario RPG 2.
I did not know that.
But they branched off into two separate series then. So the Game Boy Advance got Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, which is another Mario RPG.
Huh.
And then the Paper Mario series continued onto the GameCube, which is also an RPG series.
That's
So-
cool.
Paper Mario, The Thousand Year Door, and then some other ones. The Wii one, Super Paper Mario, completely different. It still uses the paper style and things. It does not do turn-based combat. It's really strange, but it is fantastic.
I'm looking at that too.
Start making a list.
Making a list of the different games I want to get. Now.
Just go on like Wikipedia, list of Mario games.
So, what's your worst game that you ever played
Least favorite
on
game
any console?
Okay, worst.
ever.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, like the ones you don't like. You played and you're like, oh, I don't want to play it again.
Why
because it
did
was
I ever
terrible.
play that kind of thing?
Yeah.
The first one that comes to mind, I don't exactly. Oh yeah, I believe it was called Lost World. I think, like Lost World 3 or something. It was one of those where like planet like has problems, so you send a bunch of people flying through space. They find another planet, kind of thing, to settle in. But and it's like it's basically like frozen over, so you're always like using like air tanks and all this and fighting like frozen spider monsters and stuff like this.
Spider monkeys? What?
Monsters.
Oh, I was
Spider
gonna
monsters.
say spider monkeys. What?
But no, I mean, I was playing through it, and then like at this certain point, you climb up to the top of this mountain, and you have to you do something, find like information on a computer or whatever up there, and then you're leaving, and you end up having to fight this giant spider creature. And like I swear, it was like it's like there's certain things you can run around like using guns and stuff, first person mode, right? And then there's certain parts. With this part, you had to use this. You have this giant mech suit, like that you use to move around in, right? Like to protect you from like the freezing weather and stuff.
It sort of sounds like Skyfall or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. But it's like I would be doing the thing like when the button prompt kind of thing comes up. I'll literally do that, and I kept getting killed again and again. I'm like, screw this, I'm done. And I just deleted the game. I'm like, not again.
Well, mine will be. Don't tell Brandon this, but I bought a game from him that was like a simulator game, and after that, I was like, I ain't playing that again. It was a struction working game that you do struction work, and it was terrible because it had no good controls, and it's like, and I was like, well, I ain't playing this
it's
again.
like Tim's forklift
Yeah.
simulator.
Well, his is better, but the one I got from Brandon is like, oh wow, I hate this because like you go one way and it goes the other way. It's like what's wrong with the controls? It's like I can't figure this out. So I was like, oh, I'm just gonna hang it up. I actually tried selling that, but no one wants to buy it.
Makes sense.
So what's yours?
Least favorite game that I've ever played.
He doesn't have a
That's
least favorite.
difficult.
You don't have a least favorite game, or
we played some garbage shovelware on the Wii, but it's
What?
hard to
Oh, yeah,
remember
Wii
because
games, yeah.
it's hard to remember because like you get something like there was an Iron Chef themed game, but it's
What?
just the entire game is just a bunch of quick time events. It's like push this button a lot to cook the food, and then push this button a lot to cook the food.
I
And
think I
then-
know what you're talking about.
yeah, I was like,
And it's like
it's not memorably bad. It's
movements
just I guess I played that at some point.
Did it have like a section where it's like try to flip at like count to a certain amount of time and flip, and whoever gets the closest to 10 seconds?
Probably.
Like that,
Yeah, I think I know what game you're talking about.
Yeah,
I
that
think,
one.
yeah. Which that was
I
kind of
hated
hard.
that. It had the squats section.
Oh, the
And I
squads.
died
No.
with that.
Yeah. See, nowadays,
That, Alien.
Yeah, he
or
actually has it on
something?
the Nintendo up here we have.
Yeah. Ooh.
I might have to fight it.
oh, is that Ring Fit? Ring Fit Adventure?
I think,
We're gonna play it.
yeah, I think it's on,
Oh,
it's
no.
on there somewhere.
Oh no.
It's a cool game. I think it's like a fit. I don't know what it's called. Like you do a bunch of like different things, cooking and like different challenges. It's like you gotta do squats. It's like you gotta
Oh.
like actually go down with it, and it's like my quads are burning. I can't do it because you'll get a burn out of it.
'Cause it was super hard because it's like squat down and up with like the motion
Yeah.
sensor thing.
If you do it
But
wrong,
only when we say squat, and it's like like two people they'll be talking of like squat or stop, and like you can barely tell the difference.
yeah, it's like
So
you just
it's
go
like-
anyways. I'm just
So,
going anyways. I don't
everyone's
care.
just like we're just gonna do it all nonstop.
Yeah. Timmy was doing that. He was like squat, 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 and then one of them said stop, and he just kept on going. I'm like, what? And he still won. I was like, how did he win? He did them all wrong. We've probably been talking for a long while.
Probably. I have no idea how long.
I don't know either. I can't check.
Yeah, nowadays I like even games that are like kind of objectively bad, like, you know, all the old licensed games. Any movie comes out and they put out a video game to go with it. Like the ones that I played, I remember fondly, you know, like Cars or Shrek 3 for some reason. I was just like, yeah, it's dumb, it's bad, but it was fun to play. So I tend to just like, I tend to respect even, you know, but then there's some games that are like, they just spite me personally. Like, one of my least favorite games, and actually I should have thought of this sooner, because it actually is a game that I wish I didn't own now. Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, because, as you know, as you may have figured out by now, I am a Zelda fan. I don't care for Breath of the Wild very much. The first one they put out on Switch. I like it to a degree, but there's a lot of stuff it does that I don't like, and there's a lot of stuff I wish it did better, and, you know, all sorts. And then they put out, actually on the Wii U, but they re-released it on the Switch, Hyrule Warriors, which is it's a spin-off from Zelda. It's also a spin-off from the Dynasty Warriors series, which I've never played. It's like a big scale battles, Zelda themed. It's got its own story, but it's not canon, so none of it matters. And that was fun for what it was.
Yeah.
Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity is supposedly a prequel to Breath of the Wild. They took all of the great stuff that I liked from Breath of the Wild and all of the great stuff that I liked from Hyrule Warriors and threw it all out the window and kept all the garbage that I didn't like. And they made a prequel that involves time travel and not, like, creates a branch timeline from the original game that it's supposed to be a prequel to. It was sold to me as a prequel. So yeah, I hate that game. I hate everything about that game. Literally, there's not a single redeeming quality that I've been able to come up with about that game.
Which of the Zeldas was the one where he can turn into a wolf?
Twilight Princess.
It amazed me how you know that. Just like that. It's like a snap of the
only
fingers.
one where
like,
you can turn into a wolf.
He's secretly the creator.
I can list every mainline Zelda game right now.
Really? Okay.
I could.
Go for it.
If you wanted me to. It would be harder to... Do you want chronological order or release order?
However you want to do it. You choose.
Chronological... Or release is a little harder.
Because I'm curious if you know. Like,
all right, hold on. I got this. We're doing release order. There's The Legend of Zelda. There's Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link. There's A Link to the Past. There is Link's Awakening, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask. I think next is Oracle of Seasons and Oracle of Ages, which is 2 games released at the same time. Yeah. They connect to each other. It's pretty great. After that, let's see, 2001.
Speed round.
Wind Waker, and then, wait. Yeah, Wind Waker, and then I think it's Four Swords, Twilight Princess, Four Swords Adventures, Minish Cap. Is Twilight Princess 4 Minish Cap? I think so. I think they're both 2006. All right, well, yeah. Those ones, Phantom Hourglass, Spirit Tracks. Wait, is this better? Is up here? Is this better?
That's better.
This is better.
I
Okay.
can hear you more clear.
I was gonna slide down here. All right, Spirit Tracks, and then Skyward Sword, Link Between Worlds. What am I missing? Triforce Heroes. That kind of counts. Breath of the Wild, Tears of Hyrule.
I didn't realize there's so many. Goodness.
And Echoes of Wisdom. I'm going to go through chronological real quick in my mind and just try to make sure I didn't skip anything. What's that?
Don't forget the Legend of Dave.
I don't think that's canon.
Oh, it's there.
Well, anyways, we're going to wrap it up because we're already in over 50 minutes. Anyways.
Let's see.
Plus I'm getting hungry.
Yes. We need tofu.
Yes.
Skyward Sword.
You got anything else to say before we wrap her up?
Time, Majora's Mask,
Let's see.
Twilight Princess, Four Swords Adventures. Then you get Link to the Past, Link's Awakening, The Oracles, Link Between Worlds, Triforce Heroes, Zelda 1, Zelda 2. Echoes is in there somewhere. Wind Waker, Phantom Hourglass, Spirit Tracks, Breath, Tears. Yep, that is all of them.
Well, okay.
The Minish Cap.
Minish Cap.
Uh-huh.
Well,
I
anyways,
know things too.
it's time to go get some. It's time to go get some food. So we're gonna wrap this up. So, guys, stay tuned for the next episode.
Never underestimate that I know about Zelda.
All right, thanks for hearing us, guys. We'll be back.
We'll be back sometime.
Next 2 years. No, I'm just kidding.
2 years from now.
No,
On the dot.
I'm gonna
Not
try-
even down to the day, but down to the minute.
I'm gonna
Down
try
to
to
the
do.
minute that this is uploaded.
I'm gonna try to do every other week or so. Yeah. All right. Well, anyways, guys, thanks for tuning into us. Hasta la vista, baby.
Oh. And then he has to go over there and turn off the